Hi, this is Paul Cobley from Besttel. Besttel is a telecom service provider based in the UK, and the aim of this short presentation is to explain our cloud telephony solution. So the benefits of cloud telephony can be really appreciated, it is worth reviewing how the comms are currently set up in a typical office environment. Your office will usually have a router connected to the internet, and this is the WAN part of your data network. The router is connected to your internal data network via your switched infrastructure, which in turn connects all of your workstations together. Your voice network is often a separate entity, with your PBX connected to the PSTN via a 30-channel PRI or a number of 2-channel BRIs. The PBX is the brains of your internal phone network. Your handsets are usually located adjacent to your PC workstations, but connected to the PBX over a separate structured cabling network. Problems with this setup can be summarised as the expensive maintenance of two networks. Particularly, the PBX is often expensive to maintain. Some elements of the PBX can involve expensive reconfiguration to enable extra features or functionality. Unfortunately, some service providers tie customers in to punitive maintenance contracts. It's not unusual for us to see contracts of 5 years, which is good for the service provider, but not so good for you. Having different providers for the voice and data networks is more expensive and also leads to a reluctance to accept responsibility if something goes wrong. A traditional hardware PBX is often modular and can be expensive to expand. For example, to implement voicemail or music on hold might involve the addition of a new card in the PBX. Much of this work involves an engineer site visit, which, because it might involve taking down your voice network, is often scheduled for out of hours. This means that you, or someone in your office, must be available to let the engineer on site and validate their work, which can be quite inconvenient. Now we have seen how the traditional voice network introduces unnecessary expense, the advantages of Besttel's cloud telephony should be easy to appreciate. Our data network infrastructure is effectively the same as before, with our internet or WAN terminating into a router which again connects to our internal data network. Under some circumstances, it pays to have a quality of service enabled circuit or leased line to guarantee your voice quality. Here's the first big advantage of our cloud telephony. You no longer have a PBX to configure or maintain. This immediately saves you a lot of expense. The PBX now resides in the cloud. The IP phones can run over the same data network that you use for your PCs, so you have halved the amount of structured cabling required. Alternatively, Besttel can wirelessly enable your IP phone handsets, and with the recent introduction of wireless N technology, this is something we are seeing more of. Another advantage of Besttel's cloud telephony is that it can allow you to reduce the number of PSTN connections at your sites. Instead, the connections to the PSTN are provided by Besttel in our secure data centres, which means you don't need local connections and can reduce your rental charges accordingly. This also opens up options for disaster recovery, since the calls are not dependent on any one site, as they now terminate and can be rerouted in the cloud. Cloud telephony is easily extended to other offices or teleworkers too. Each site has a connection to the WAN, and this means call features can be extended to other sites. For example, members of hunt groups or ring groups can be in different locations. Teleworkers can place or receive calls as though they are in the office, and all users share a common phone directory. So, before I wrap up, a quick summary of the benefits of Besttel's cloud telephony solution. Maintenance and upgrades occur in the cloud, which is cheaper and more convenient. Users can easily make changes to their own settings using the online GUI. Enhance your functionality with no engineer site visit required, as services are implemented in the cloud. You can easily flex up or down the number of handsets you require. Because calls aren't reliant on any one site, we can provide a sensible disaster recovery or business continuity solution. The solution is priced per handset per month for ease of budgeting. We have high resilience options. There is one contact for data and voice. Finally, you receive a single unified bill for all of your comms services. So now you know what Besttel can do for you, please give us a call or check out our website. Thank you for your time.